Hello everybody, and I apologize for the delay. This isn't really an excuse, but, I basically lost track of time chatting with my friends. Hello, Jin Tunafish. Hello, that girl Maya. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy it. Hello, Weeb. Thank you for correcting them also. Steal that guy. Okay, I haven't logged into Star Rail for like a week at least, I think. So we've got some stuff to take care of before we get into the event. You chose Welt on the selector? Oh heck yes! Heck yes! Enjoy the strongest grandpa. Alright, so first we're gonna try out Boot Hill. Then we're gonna roll for Boot Hill. Then we're gonna get into the event. Crit Welt is soon. Create a lore accurate Welt. Alright. Boot Hill challenges an enemy to a duel and gets enhanced after victory. While in duel, gains powerful ability and additionally deals break damage to weakness broken enemies. Both the ultimate and the technique can implant physical weakness onto enemies. Alright.
Locked and loaded.
Need to put Halo on your team. Alright. Skill. Initiates standoff after the target in the standoff is defeated or weakness broken. Boot Hill receives pocket trick shot and dispels the standoff. Boot Hill gains enhanced basic attack and this turn does not end. Ult. Applies physical weakness to a single enemy. Deals massive physical damage to them and delays their action. Talent. Pocket Trick Shot increases the enhanced basic attack's toughness reduction and additionally deals physical break damage if the target is weakness broken. After winning the battle, retains Pocket Trick Shot for the next battle. Wow! After the technique is used, inflicts physical weakness on a single enemy when casting the skill for the first time in the next battle. Alright.
Waiting in line for a bullet.
So...
Bring it on!
He's extremely free-to-play friendly. Oh, heck yeah. Love to see it.
Lend me your strength.
All you stand still. Let's duel! There's your reward!
His second best light cone is adversarial, which is free-to-play. For a 3-star? Oh, heck yeah. Oh my god, I love his ult attack, or his animation.
Bring it on.
I love this man.
Time's up.
We have the upper hand. You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
Waiting in line for a
We've
bullet.
entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
And if you don't have Ranmei, your second best choice is Harmony MC. Yeah, I do recall you mentioning that part.
Let's duel. There's your reward.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
All of you stand still. Bring it on. There's no reasoning with those with a loaded gun.
I just love his animations.
Ready for another? Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. There's always a weakness.
Best team is Ranmei, Bronya, Sustain, Bronya. I see. Hello, Wind. Welcome. Harmony MC
Decisive
only
moment in the battle.
pulls ahead when there's imaginary weakness. Makes sense.
Just a little something. Think nothing of
I'm guessing that wasn't for free. Let's duel. Time's up.
it. This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
Waiting in line for a bullet. There's your reward.
Payla's also very good for him. Makes sense. Alright, I will try to remember to do the rest of those trials off camera at some point. Payla and Silverwolf. Makes sense. Okay, that. Let's do some pulls. I have quite a bit saved up. What is my pity? 0 pity. That's right. I barely got Aventurine. Okay. Saw a short about Zenless Zone Zero, the robot one. Oh yeah, Billy Kid. I love him. Need to listen to Good Lookin'. All right. We'll get the voice actored version. Hold on. All right, YouTube. Oh, the White Knight voice actor cover dropped like 40 minutes ago. I gotta check that out later. Good looking, Boot Hill. Will this get me one? Yes, alright. We have Good Looking covered by Boot Hill and Don Hung's VAs.
Hey, attention everyone!
No, we have an ad first. Because YouTube hates me.
I was searching for a ranger, no idea where she's been. Then I found a little train, might as well just drop in. That boy, I drew my gun on him, and Fluffy, he just said we're gifts. We four can save the day, me and my bro all the way.
This cyborg man, holy wababoo, you're out of your mind. Cowboy, let me remind you, put that gun away. You've got backup plans, but I got one and it's gonna be this Jade Abacus you'll see. He's hunting down the IBC, I love the way he rides. I can hardly
Oh my
breathe
God.
when he's shooting up them guys. Just kiss your Jades away and he'll be home in a jiffy, calling fudge. And when you holler, man, that boot hill's so good looking.
They ate this up. They did. Oh, that's it? The song isn't working, guys.
I was searching for a ranger, no idea where she's been. Then I found a little
Song isn't
train,
working.
might as well just drop in. That boy, I drew my gun on him, and Fluffy, he just said we'll give. So then we fork and save the day. Me and my bro all the way.
This cyborg man, Hollywood Babu, you're out of your mind. Cowboy, let me remind
Okay,
you, put
well.
that gun away.
Oh, what a place to pause the song. But yeah, let's do some standard pulls. Love the Hoyo English voice actors. Same. We are very lucky to have a voice cast that, like, actively engages with the fandom and just does all this funny stuff for us. Should have played the original. I've never actually listened to the original song. I don't know it. Standard, are you gonna give me something? You thought it was gonna use the original lyrics. Standard, please. Standard, why? It's not very PG, to say the least. Okay, good to know. This banner is mean to me. Okay, well, what did we get out of that? I think we got, like, one hook Eidolon, and then the rest was all just like, oops, they're already maxed out.
The next treasure.
Oh no, right, we got a Juyi too.
Serving under the Ten Lords as a judge of souls, I come to the world of the living to enforce their will.
Okay. Oh, wait. 2 more standard pulls. After this, we'll go ahead and get into the event. How long is the event, by the way? Is this something that I can do all in one go? Ooh, E5
Every star
Asta.
is a miracle.
Oh, wait. You, come here.
Stream forth, gleamful blades.
Don't worry about what this team is, by the way. For new players, this is, not my usual team. I was doing, experience farming, basically, by, like, sweeping the map. I think it's fast. It's basically like pure fiction. Oh, no, I don't mean the, this event. I mean this event. This is the one we're doing today. The other one we're gonna have to do some other time. Hot people plus Pela. This one's long. Oh no! Clocky will always belong to Clock Studios and Mr. Watchmaker. You family people can never have it. Sir, please calm down. I'm here to help you on behalf of the Iris family. Not the Pepeshi dressed up like Hanu. The lovely Clocky has brought immense wealth to Penacony. Now that he's in a bind, the kind and beautiful Miss Note is ready to lend a hand. I'm sorry, but Clocky isn't in any trouble, nor does he need such hypocritical goodwill. Are you sure? The financial report of your company seems to tell a different tale, though. The patent is about to expire, the chairman, Watchmaker, has gone missing, and the commemorative movie has been postponed. The urgent reopening of the theme park, despite the accident, is your way to ease the cash flow pressure, right? Took you way too long to complete the Trailblaze missions, and hey, you gotta speedrun it. Oof. If you want Robin, the event one is goated on her. I see. How is Clock Studios going to solve all these problems without the family's help? Is there anyone outside the silver screen that can save the company with clockwork? Who called upon me? I have arrived! Get an F in the chat for your Sino account. You're getting all Hatham and Farina. Hey, at least they aren't running at the same time. That's why I've been neglecting Star Rail for like a week. I've been too busy primo farming. I'm sorry, guest. We're in the middle of a business discussion here. Please bear with us. Wait, why don't you let the guest give you the most genuine feedback? Just look at Clock Studios theme park right now. The most iconic silver screen is broken, the sky is all gloomy, and the Dream Jolt troupe is walking all over the place. Clock Studios can't even dish out enough funds to fix the place, yet they want to open the doors and start operating ASAP. How ridiculous. Hey, guest, let's hear your take. Do you think this dangerous, lifeless, and ill-maintained theme park can be a good recreational spot? Not really. Look, that's the guest's objective and genuine opinion. There's no such thing as an objective opinion. Now your audience's feedback is your answer. You're shooting yourselves in the foot with your futile effort to turn things around. Even so, we'll never sell Clocky. Please see yourself out. Alright, I'm sure you'll come to your senses sooner or later. However, there might no longer be such a generous offer on the table by the time Clock Studios files for bankruptcy with the Alfalfa family. Darn it. There's no rush, so I suggest that you sleep on my offer. I'll take my leave now. Oh, with that blasted Iris family, what should we do now? Seems like we can only pin our hopes on Dreamjoy Memoir now. For reasons, you have his sig, but not him. But Mr. Watchmaker. Well, let's not bother our guest with our problems. Get back to work. That was just a minor business dispute. I'm sorry you had to see it. My name is... Picey? The producer for the Clocky franchise. Welcome to Clock Studios theme park. Why are you dressed like this? This is fun, isn't it? Tick-tock, do I look like the cartoon star of Penacony, Clocky? All our cast members are dressing up as the characters in Clocky for the recent reopening of the theme park. We want to look more approachable while interacting with the audience. By the way, please don't mind what the lady said just now. We're just having a minor budget issue. Clock Studios will never go under that easily, I think. What kind of issue? Well, as you know, Clock Studios was established by the mysterious Watchmaker. Oh yeah, new people, if you want to join the Discord, there is a link down in the description of the stream. The Tycoon has been at the helm of the company's development behind the scenes. Clocky only gets to see its success today thanks to his business acumen and wild imagination. Yet we lost touch with him a while back, and the company's been a rudderless drift ever since. We keep losing ground in the market competition as a result. What's the family after? Their representative made us an offer to buy the copyrights of Clocky, claiming that they were trying to save the company. Ugh, that's just baloney. There's no point in keeping Clock Studios if it means losing Clocky. Doing a challenge where you 100% each part of the map before you're allowed to enter the next? Ooh, sounds fun. Is there a solution to fix this? There is. We've been preparing a film series to commemorate the 500th anniversary of Clocky called Dreamjoy Memoir. Jeez. Could you imagine a cartoon running for 500 years? It's a much anticipated piece that is a collection of all Clocky stories over the past 5 centuries. If we get to release the series, I believe we can turn the tide with the box office earnings and fund the refurbishment of the theme park. The thing is, the film reels of the series were severely damaged in the earlier accident. Despite our best efforts to repair them, we can only salvage some fragmented scenes, mixed with scrapped storylines. We have to re-edit it. Alas, who would have seen the Watchmaker's disappearance coming? He's the director of the film, and every crew member knows that Clocky's story is inspired by his experiences. However, none of us knows much about his background, nor do we dare to take on the director's role without authorization. For Clocky's future, please keep us posted if you know anything about the Watchmaker's whereabouts or someone who's familiar with his story. I am familiar with the Watchmaker's story! Really? Now isn't the time to joke around. I'm telling the truth. Well, it's not that I find you untrustworthy, but there are simply too many things that are untrue in dreams. I'd appreciate it if you could show me some proof. Present the invitation letter from the Watchmaker. I see you're Mr. Watchmaker's guest. Please forgive my rudeness. Still, it only proves that Mr. Watchmaker invited you here. It doesn't mean you know him well. Present the Watchmaker's hat. This is Mr. Watchmaker's hat. Yes, I'm pretty sure this is it. He was wearing this hat when I met him. I heard it's something very important to him, but now it's in your hands. I understand, dear guest. You may be the only one who can save the Dreamjoy Memoir movie series now. Please follow me to the theater. I'll show you the work Mr. Watchmaker left behind. Seeing that this is your first time doing any editing, I'll guide you through the basics. Are you ready? Ready. Tick-tock! The Watchmaker left behind a lot of raw story snippets that need to be edited before they can be released. Come on, let's practice our editing skills in this Chronometer Chronicles film first. Tick-tock! Every Dreamjoy Memoir film contains multiple chapters. You will see the completed film snippets at the start of the chapter. Go ahead, go and take a look. The story we're about to tell happened a long, long time ago. The Clocky from back then wasn't some Dreamville superstar, but lived on a ship named the Compass. Tick-tock! I'm Clocky, the most awesome crew member on the Compass. Our ship's been to plenty of places and encountered plenty of danger. But we also made plenty of friends. This voyage has been the most fun ever. Across this vast sea, there are many wondrous new lands. It's our crew's goal to explore the rest of the uncharted world. Let me tell you about our adventures. The flooded Watch City, the ever-spinning Screw Kingdom, the Gold Sand Town beneath the Aurora. Which one would you like to listen to first? Hold it, tick-tock. The Navigator's Master Hat and Armchair Boy are calling for us. Our ship's about to set off. Instead of just hearing my tales, why not experience it for yourself? Get on board and live the adventure with the Compass. The Compass is setting off once more. I wonder what interesting wonders you'll encounter with Clocky. Tick-tock, this is an unedited story snippet. You'll need to determine their duration. This is the dice that represents the duration of the snippet. Drag it onto the plot content to start editing. Tick-tock, the different amounts of time invested will bring about different emotion changes and varied story content as well. These are the emotional inclinations we're bringing to the audience. A good movie should encompass a variety of emotions, and they should never be allowed to hit 0. Tick-tock, once our film is completed, it will undergo an internal screening where it must meet the specified targets in order to proceed. Well done, let's keep editing. Golden story snippets represent interesting storylines, which will always increase audience emotions. Gray story snippets represent somber storylines, which will always decrease audience emotions. Tick-tock, you need to dedicate as much time to interesting stories as possible while editing. Selecting the dice also allows for quick allocation of the edit time. It's quite convenient. Let's keep editing. Okay, so we need that one to go up more. Here's the tip, dragging the time dice to another snippet can switch the time dice for both stories. Okay. Internal screening passed. Simple enough. Tick-tock, we're about to enter the next stage of editing. Put the story dice in. Clocky has spent plenty of time on the compass. Many passengers come and go on the ship, but Clocky has never let it stop his own voyage. Tick-tock, have you heard? Master Hat can't journey with us anymore due to an accident. He may look intimidating, but he actually cares greatly about the crew. He even taught me all he knew about navigation. I'll really miss him. My friend, do you think we'll also have to leave the compass one day? I really hope that day never comes. I haven't gotten tired of the vast seas yet. Let's go continue on our adventure to seek out even more new lands together. Armed with nothing but his curiosity and a minor hesitation on his clocky cogs, Clocky follows the compass on yet another voyage. What dangers will he encounter on this journey? Will he find a place where he can plant his roots? Blue represents normal story snippets. When increasing one type of audience emotion, they always decrease another type of emotion. Green represents continuous story snippets, and you need to invest enough time to gain emotions. I see. Simple enough. Tick-tock! Golden story snippets can raise multiple audience emotions at once. Alright. After the feast, everyone is deep in sleep. Only Clocky remains awake. He gazes at the faraway Nightmareville from the deck, eagerly anticipating the next adventure. Tick-tock! This whole trip has been super fun. We've gained plenty of new friends on board, like the clever Mirror Princess and the formidable Captain Revolver. But more and more crew members are leaving the compass. Each time we embark on new lands, a bunch of friends will alight. Tick-tock, why do you think they're abandoning their journey? Have they grown weary of it, or have they found another journey beyond the Great Sea? Tick-tock! Is that the legendary Nightmareville? Armchair Boy said this place is fraught with unknown dangers. But don't be afraid, with me and my comrades around, it'll definitely turn out fine. Sleep tight, friend. We're going to begin our grand adventure tomorrow. Tonight, Clocky has a dream. A very, very long dream. Even longer than any of his voyages. The Compass is about to dock at Nightmareville. What challenges will Clocky encounter here? Will he and his comrades save the day? And will Clocky's voyage continue? Stay tuned to the Clocky commemorative film Dreamjoy Memoir Part 2, Dreamscare Crusade. Tick-tock, the starter flick's editing is done. Good job. We just got a film reel for extra stories, which are about the supporting characters. Okay. I'm surprised you've mastered the production techniques of Dreamscape animation so quickly. Your editing style, performance, and plot arrangement are just like Mr. Watchmaker's. You've done a terrific job. Dear guest, I mean director, I'd like to sincerely invite you on behalf of Clock Studios to join the production team of the Dreamjoy Memoir animation. That's it? I'm the director now? That's right. The post-production of Dreamscape animations isn't too difficult and doesn't require advanced skills. We only need a director who knows the Watchmaker well and whose ability is recognized by him. After all, this is his story. The other film reels of the Dreamjoy Memoir series will also be restored one by one. Once the editing is completed, they are ready to be released. By the way, during the editing work just now, you should have received an extra story reel, no? This is the material used to shoot extra stories. You can find animators to complete this extra story. Those animation-obsessed artists are all wearing various characters as headwear. You should be able to identify them immediately. Filming extra stories for characters is a glorious tradition that Clock Studios has continued to the very present. The characters who didn't get to be fully shaped in the main flick can showcase their uniqueness in extra stories and gain more popularity. Do you have time now? Let me explain the details. Go on. Creating Dreamjoy Memoir extras is the duty of other animators, but they'll definitely need help. The obtained film reels can unlock the production plan for Brother Hanu's extras. Pisces asked me to find you and make the extra stories? I'm not ready yet. Quit it. Director, it's not that I look down on this job, it's just that there are a few things about the Brother Hanu story that still bug me. Tell me, what kind of person is Brother Hanu exactly? Even people who know nothing about history should still have heard of who Brother Hanu was modeled after. I already forgot how this was pronounced. I know we've heard it said out loud. Hanunue? Hanunu? I think it was Hanunu. Rebel. The one who liberated Penacony. He was the one who broke the IPC's hold over the prison and named it Penacony. Yet Penacony has never seemed to thank this hero, and I don't recall ever seeing his statue or hearing his theme song in the dreams. Maybe someone out there is hiding his story? Genshin servers are up? Oh boy! We should be doing Claran's story quest tomorrow. It's more than likely. The mighty liberation of Penacony was carried out by a lowly crook. If they couldn't steal his thunder, you can bet the family would want his name struck from the dreamscapes. But if you want to tell a tale about Brother Hanu, you'll have to understand a little bit more about this mysterious character. I spent a long time gathering up info to find out what kind of person Hanunu actually was, but I've somehow turned up 3 different stories. What were they? The first story I found was from a Penacony Grand Museum, where an information board claimed Hanunu was a merciless criminal who had committed a flurry of serious felonies. He waged war in the Montour system prior to his imprisonment that cost millions of innocent lives, and despite freeing Penacony using brutal means, it was those same brutal means that turned Penacony into a nightmare. The executed corpses piled up high as mountains under his cruel regime, with war and disaster ravaging the world. Lots of material in the museum recounted horrors of the time, and there's probably no reason for the family to have faked any of that. What was the second one? The second story I heard was from a history professor at Paperfold Academy who told me Hanunu was a righteous and selfless hero. According to this professor, Hanunu had been set up and wrongfully imprisoned. He was a kind and courageous Harbeck werewolf who could not bear to see his fellow inmates suffering, and so he led them into an uprising against the tyranny of the IPC. After winning the battle, he chose to cede power as the biggest hero and established the system of different lineages. He defended this world's freedom as the leader of the Hounds and fought for Penacony in the barren dreamscapes right up until the eve of his death. And the third one? As for the third story, it might sound a little outrageous, but it's some unofficial history that I read about in the Primal Waking Library. Hanunu was just an ordinary Azdana wild wolf. At the frontier prison, suppression of inmates had reached its zenith. However, nobody dared to fire the first shot until an out-of-control wild wolf stormed into the prison and bit an IPC guard, triggering mutiny among the inmates. Following independence, the prisoners used this wolf to build up the hero of Penacony's independence, Hanunu. But he never actually existed. He was just a romantic legend. Which of these three prototypes, criminal, hero, or wolf, do you think was the real Hanunu? Think carefully about it. I'll write a Brother Hanu story based on your answer. I'm gonna go with the hero. A righteous, selfless hero. Got it. Brother Hanu's definitely got a pair of kind eyes beneath those cool sunglasses. Alright then, I'll write this Brother Hanu extra story based on the idea you picked. The Hanu animator starts scribbling down an extra story about Brother Hanu. Would you like me to drop a guide in the chat for Clarand or wait until it's a stream about her? I mean, you can do that now, I guess. Ha! It's done. Our extra story is going to be a bestseller. I'll leave the script in your good hands then, director. Keep exploring for more Brother Hanu stories inside Dreamjoy Memoir. The animator begins to promote the extra story of Dreamjoy Memoir, in which you are involved, attracting the attention of tourists. The extras commercial is done. Time to continue editing Dreamjoy Memoir. Director, have you already finished making Brother Hanu's extra story? I heard that the extra you shot explored Hanu's past from all kinds of angles. The animator for Brother Hanu's can't stop praising your narrative skills. The animator is usually known for his arrogance, so we're going to need you to help him come up with some ideas. We're really sorry about this. That's alright. They didn't change the refresh rate of resin. They didn't say they were going to. They only said they were going to raise the cap, right? The director sure is considerate. The repeating that's to follow is still editing the movie. The refurbishment fund of the theme park, the fate of Clock Studios, Mr. Watchmaker's expectation, and the future of Clocky, they're all in your hands, director. Let's begin editing. TikTok, welcome! Come and complete the editing work for the Dreamjoy Memoir film series. You just finished the editing for the start flick. You were another step closer to finishing Dreamjoy Memoir. There are many films waiting for us. Come on, let's keep going. Clocky and the Compass arrived at Nightmareville, a town. Yep. Oh, this one has branching paths. Honk honk! Honk honk! The horn wails as the compass docks in Nightmareville. Tick-tock! This is Nightmareville? This town is really deserted, truly nightmarish like its namesake. Tick-tock! Listen, some strange noise came from one of the streets ahead. Let's take a look. What secrets lie hidden within this gloomy and creepy Nightmareville? Let us follow in Clocky's footsteps and tread along this adventure. Didn't they say they'd change it in the live stream? No, they only changed the cap. They didn't change how much you get back over time. I am fine with that personally, but I understand why people would be annoyed by that. My resin ends up capped most of the time anyways. So, after an arduous battle, the crew and townsfolk emerge victorious, fending off the vile Boss Stone. But Brother Hanu tells Clocky that Boss Stone still has many lackeys and will soon make a comeback. Tick-tock! So that crocodile trader was scamming us! No riots are going on here, it's because the townfolk had enough and started revolting. The crocodile baddies are about to run out of luck. The Compass crew will never sit idly by against ruffians that oppress the innocent. Tick-tock! Before the next voyage begins, we must rid the town of the crocodiles and allow its residents to return to their peaceful lives. Let's go, friend. Let us team up with Brother Hanu to defeat Boss Stone. The Compass's crew elects to help Brother Hanu. Clocky also rushes into the fray, his dial brimming with justice and compassion. But this isn't just some playground tumble, it's an actual war. A war that is far more brutal than Clocky can imagine. Complicated when it comes to sets. Ugh. Because Clorand is self-sufficient in terms of heals, you can go fully offensive when it comes to teams. Cool. Tick-tock, the story snippets here will amplify the emotional gain from other plot lines. Keep in mind to make good use of them. Cool. So if you add a healer, it's only for their offensive buffs, like Benny's attack buffs? I see. Tick-tock! This is where the storylines can branch. The dice you invest here will push the story toward different endings. Let's finish the editing of the classic ending first, and then go experience the other endings. Under Brother Hanu's leadership, Nightmareville once again defeats Boss Stone. But there is no elation of victory on the townsfolk and crew's faces. In this war, they have lost too many comrades. And the aloof and merciless Brother Hanu has decided to fight till the end. Tick-tock! The crocodiles have eaten so many of our friends. We may lose even more of them in the battles to come. But Brother Hanu is right. We must fight on. Tick-tock! For our dearly departed comrades, we must not rest our feet here. My friend, let's continue the fight. For Nightmareville's happiness, and for the Compass's glory. The savage war rages on. Clocky and Brother Hanu believe that their resilience will pay off. But for the other townsfolk, such hope is just too much to ask for. This event is like really, really simple so far. Brother Hanu rallies the combined forces of Nightmareville and the Compass and finally topples Boss Stone. Houses are built over the debris of war, and the residents regain their freedom. Nightmareville is renamed to Dreamville because nightmares will never blanket this place ever again. Slowly but surely, this town finds its own happiness, and the Compass must continue on its voyage. Tick-tock, what are you still doing here? The Compass is about to leave. Me? I told Armchair Boy that I'm not heading to the next stop. Tick-tock, I have to stay here. Brother Hanu needs me, and so do the people. Of course, it doesn't mean that I've left the Compass. When Dreamville finally becomes a true dream, I'll return for sure. Tick-tock, the Mirror Princess, and Captain Revolver will stay behind with me. Won't you stay too? Alright. If you're not getting on the ship, it probably means you can't bear to leave this place. Then I'll help you build Dreamville together. And just like it's always been, this journey has reduced the Compass's crew by a few heads again. A brave revolver, an erudite mirror, and a clever clock. Armchair Boy regularly reminisces about that brave revolver, that erudite mirror, and that clever clock. But he knows that they did not abandon the voyage. They simply found a new destination. No matter where the Compass's crew is, the voyage will never cease. With Clocky and his companions staying behind in Dreamville, what challenges will he face next? And where will his voyage take him? Stay tuned to the Clocky commemorative film Dreamjoy Memoir Part 3, Dream Jolt Havoc. Supported by the box office's earnings, the Nightingale's something. Look, the strange markings in the sky have disappeared. My word, that must be the work of the new director. Thank you for your hard work, director. We've successfully released this film, which garners a lot of positive responses in the market. We also get to resume the refurbishment project for the theme park with the box office earnings. Look, the place is in much better shape now. Still, I really wonder what on earth the outsiders mentioned by the family did that left even the dream itself, Memoria, crumbled. Don't worry about that. They only made a sword slash. Holy moly, the outsider must be a scary figure to cause this much damage with just one slash. According to the watchmaker, this place was designed by Vaughn, a student of Professor Glauc's. There shouldn't be any problem with the quality of the construction. Let's not dwell on this matter anymore. Our Dreamweaver team, whom we hired with great pay, is going to spruce this place up. You'll see an all-new Clock Studios theme park soon. By the way, some clients in Penacony's shopping district have shown interest in our film and want to collaborate with us to produce some advertisements. This will definitely bring us more revenue. Director, do you have time to direct the commercial they mentioned? If it's done by you, the commercial will definitely be an epic one. Alright, let's go. Alright, I'll let the advertisers know. Look, you can click here to view a list of commercials provided by the sponsors. Tick-tock, let's help finish shooting the commercial. Oh, here you are. Item wear and tear, manpower costs, filming expenses. Oh right, also gotta factor in the duration. So the sum of expenses is No, we've exceeded our budget. Where can I shift things around? Picey asked me to film some adverts here. Hold on a sec, I'm calculating the total expenses for this filming collab. Sorry to make you wait. I'm the agent for the 12 Hours Business Street. I've come to speak to you about working on a commercial together. You're the director of Dreamjoy Memoir? Just in time. Please take a look at the script for this commercial. Brother Hanu's Great Heist. The story is set in Dreamville, and the main thing is to have our brand's imagery and Brother Hanu from Dreamjoy Memoir be in the same shot. It's a win-win for both sides. Everyone's at their marks now. You can start filming whenever you're ready. No problem. Action! Oh god, it's a Brother Hanu. Transformation thingy. Okay. Brother Hanu's actor is ready to enter. Please go ahead and get ready at the TV. It's morphin' time! Pain and tears did not exist in dreams until Boss Stone came to town. The ruthless Boss Stone drove factory workers relentlessly, demanding gems day and night. Within the factory walls, grievances echoed. Brother Hanu, are you ready? Then, attack! Raid the ruthless factory and save all the workers. Alright. I don't want to be trapped in this dismal abyss day after day. I don't want to refine gems anymore. I yearn to be free. I want to assemble the coolest diamond doll ever. Help me, Brother Hanu. I hope to seek your understanding. We need to ensure each brand gets enough airtime, hence we've prepared several special actors' billboards. Thank you. But other than me, there are still a few billboard bros trapped in the factory. Brother Hanu, please save the rest of my brothers. Can do. Turn around, dude. I should be doing something more worthwhile. You are Brother Hanu? I knew it. You're taking us to freedom. Then you need a trusty weapon. Patrululu's zappy gun. Follow this bitter journey and strike down the stars. Bring me along. You won't regret it. Seems like Brother Hanu has already found all the billboards on this level. It's time to head to the next domain. Run, Hanu! Ruthless guards are patrolling the floors. They won't spare any intruders. Be careful, Brother Hanu. The real danger has just reared its head. They're following me? The factory is too cramped. It is impossible to use the Utopon Motion Maverick. I long for the roar of the revving engine. The billboards, they yearn for the engines. No! How did he not notice me? Oh! God. The billboards are distracting, not gonna lie. Bring me along, Brother Hanu. The days without Soul Glad are unbearable. I like how they barely even tried with the Soul Glad advertisement, because you don't have to advertise Soul Glad. Everybody drinks Soul Glad here. Feeling tired and longing for a break from duty? The guards think so too. Let's take a break and head to commercial. Wrap up your ride, dress up your style. Shop at Epirus. Epirus? Ah. It's been a while since I've been to a fashion show to shop till I drop. It's sale season and the prices don't wait. Seems like Brother Hanu has already found all the billboards on this level. Let's bounce. Only one step away from escape, but what lies ahead is an insurmountable obstacle. What are you gonna do, Brother Hanu? What can you do? Do not fear, Brother Hanu. Now, it's time for us to shine! Allow me, the great trendy dull billboard with boundless resources, to form a bridge. So heavy. Go quickly, I can't hold it anymore. With the help of the billboard, Brother Hanu successfully makes it across the elevator shaft, reaching the final obstacle. So many enemies! Brother Hanu, looks like we have to work together again. Boss Stone's factory has a spare rocket launcher hidden somewhere. Just a spare rocket launcher. We'll cover you. Go retrieve it. Good luck, Brother Hanu. Please defeat the enemies under the cover of the billboards and escape. The Hanu launcher! Just pull the trigger and you'll start firing at those pursuers. Pew pew pew! Aim true and avoid friendly fire. I think I hit one. Oh no! The guards have been temporarily repelled by Brother Hanu. We have to leave before the pursuers catch up, but it seems that my adventures will end here. Let my name and words be etched in the annals of Dreamville, the most heroic billboard. Goodbye, goodbye, Brother Hanu! The brave billboard is left in the darkness, but the Dreamville will forever remember its name. Goodbye, billboard! Oh, okay. The filming is complete, and the effect looks good. Thank you for your hard work, Director. The billboard actors will stay here for a while. If you need to reshoot anything, feel free to contact me. I look forward to our next collaboration. The commercial shoot has ended swimmingly. Time to find Picey and continue editing the film. Alright, I will actually be back in a couple of minutes. Normally I have a snack before I start stream, but I did not do that this time, and so I need to eat something. So I'll be back in a few. Okay, sorry about that. We are back. Let me do this. Just grab all of this stuff while we're here. And then back to the event we go. You're back. How did it feel shooting the ad? So-so. Editing a film is probably still more interesting. Not really. Many fans look forward to Dreamjoy Memoir. Let's keep up the editing. Let's go. Okay. So, let's go get this special ending here first. Is my voice cutting out for others as well, or are your earbuds bugging? Uh-oh. It's working fine for you. Try refreshing? Under Brother Hanu's leadership, Nightmareville once again defeats Boss Stone, but there is no elation of victory on the townsfolk and crew's faces. In this war, they have lost too many comrades. Even the cold-hearted Brother Hanu cannot bear to witness any more sacrifices from the townsfolk. He chooses to negotiate with Boss Stone instead. Tick-tock, who knew Boss Stone would so readily provide the townsfolk with reparations? With so much money, Nightmareville will surely turn out better. I trust in Brother Hanu's strength. Tick-tock, let's stay a little longer and witness Nightmareville's transformation together. YouTube was throwing. YouTube! Nightmareville ushers in peace, and Brother Hanu becomes the local leader. Boss Stone also lends aid to the town with the utmost effort. But has happiness truly so easily descended upon this town? More frightening than war itself, something else may be brewing in the darkness. Interesting. YouTube is sabotaging me. YouTube can't handle peak. Oh yeah, absolutely peak gameplay going on right here. With Boss Stone overseeing the trial, Brother Hanu gets his just sentencing. Boss Stone truly becomes a boss here, and he gives the townsfolk, I mean the staff, plenty of benefits. Though the staff's cost is higher than that of slaves, they are also more obedient than slaves. Boss Stone is also very pleased. Earning money is better than having none. Tick-tock, the townsfolk look happier than before. Could Boss Stone really be right? Brother Hanu, my dearest friend, how did you end up on this misguided path? Clocky sorrowfully boards the compass and leaves Boss Stone's town. The townsfolk here pour sweat into working the mine for Boss Stone, not forgetting to berate Brother Hanu for his cruelty and lauding Boss Stone's benevolence in their downtime. But who caused Brother Hanu to be so cruel, and who turned Boss Stone into a saint? The most frightening wars usually don't require weapons. Ooh. Well, that's not a fun ending. The gunfight scene of this script is filmed through Hanu Wars. Oh boy. With the help of his companions, Brother Hanu rebuilds Nightmareville into Dreamville, but in a place beyond the sight of all eyes, the town's crisis has not yet ended. Tick-tock! This is bad. Dreamville is in huge trouble. Dreamville had a forest that used to keep out the sandstorms from distant lands. It also bore plenty of fruit for the town. But suddenly, that forest has disappeared. Missy Fruit Tree, charged with looking after the fruit forest, has also gone missing. Ah, such huge winds! Without the forest's protection, the town is plagued by a shroud of heinous haze every day. If this keeps up, the town will be blown away. It's not just Missy Fruit Tree. We also need to find the friends who got blown away by the wind. Clocky is deploying. Objective: to protect Dreamville. Tick-tock! And so, Clocky steps into the storm and begins searching for the secret behind this catastrophe. The red story snippets need more build-up time, so if you don't have enough time dice, audience emotions will be reduced. You're gonna go to sleep. It's 4:48 a.m. there? Oh my god. Good night, Maya. Thank you for stopping in. And thank you for the good luck. If you don't complete these story snippets quickly, audience emotions will be reduced. Rookie numbers. No, wait. Wait. Oh, okay. Okay. I get it, I get it. Clocky discovers the root of the storm. Missy Fruit Tree's disappearance has caused the windbreak forest that used to keep out the winds to wither, allowing the storm and monsters from the desert to encroach forth. Clocky makes his way back to town to discuss storm protection measures with Brother Hanu, but... Tick-tock! The town suddenly turned quiet. Brother Hanu, I'm back. Where are you? That's... Brother Hanu! He's been captured by Boss Stone. Dang that Boss Stone! We can't give up hope. We must resist to the very end. Boss Stone, your plan will never succeed. Tick-tock! The foreboding storm, Missy Fruit Tree's plight, Boss Stone's invasion, Brother Hanu's imprisonment. More and more dangers are showing up in Dreamville. For Dreamville, fight on, Clocky! Fighto! It's getting a bit trickier now. TikTok. During editing, there will be jolly scenes that can engage and evoke audience emotions. Okay. The brand new gun-blazing action flick Hanu Wars is now available for visitors to experience. You need to play the ultra-cool Brother Hanu and use his invincible Hanu rocket to blow all the enemies in your way to bits. Control Brother Hanu by moving him left or right and aim at his foes. Use the attack button to fire the Hanu rocket at enemies blocking your path. The explosion caused by a rocket hit will obliterate all nearby enemies within a certain range and net you lots of points. If one rocket hits multiple enemies, you will receive bonus points that give you more rewards. Skillfully control where your rockets land to earn lots of points and shoot a thrilling gunplay film. I see. Break items with the Soul Glad insignia to charge up the Clock Time ability bar. If you have Soul Glad energy in your Clock Time ability bar, you can click the Clock Time button to continuously consume energy and summon Clocky for a guest appearance to help Brother Hanu slow down the enemy's time. Okay. I see, I see. Cool. That's a neat way to do this. Easy peasy. Clocky and his companions defeat the enemy after much ardor, but his most important companion, Brother Hanu, does not return to town. Tick-tock! Brother Hanu, my most bosom friend, where have you gone? Did you just say he had but now's not the time to grieve. With Boss Stone's invasion and the sandstorm devastating the town, imminent danger is right at our doorstep. Worry not, Brother Hanu. I will never leave this place. I'll protect this town. Tick-tock. But Dreamville is now almost in shambles. What should I do to help everyone? Tick-tock. That's right, we have origami birds and Professor Owl who can repair houses, and my omnipotent crew members, Mirror Princess and Captain Revolver. As long as everyone in Dreamville stands united, there's nothing that we can't conquer. Tick-tock. Bearing Brother Hanu's wishes, Clocky busies himself with the attempt to thwart the sandstorm. But a disaster is not so easily quashed. There are many matters of import yet to be accomplished in Dreamville. How will Clocky overcome the crisis that looms? Let's see. That here. Ah. A good movie should offer all kinds of emotions. Should any of these emotions hit 0, the edit will fail. Okay. Getting trickier now. Getting trickier. It was very, very tricky. Old Man Wood has planted a bulwark of trees outside Dreamville to shelter the town from the brutal winds. Dreamville is saved once again. Tick-tock! This is good news. It's all thanks to Old Man Wood that the winds have stopped. Dreamville is saved. But the town needs some time before it returns to its normal state of affairs. Many houses have been blown apart, and my friends are gone. But it's fine. Old Man Wood has promised that he will stay in town a bit longer. He's willing to help me rebuild the town. Tick-tock! Till now, the thrill of this journey has far surpassed my wildest imagination. This is definitely the world's most exciting adventure. I may not be able to leave Dreamville right now to embark on a new adventure, but it's not too bad at all, being able to stay with all of you. And now, my friend, it's time to sleep. The task of rebuilding the town awaits us. Clocky is dreaming again. In it, he sees the kind Mirror Princess, the brave Captain Revolver, and Brother Hanu, who's recuperating in a faraway place. Clocky knows that they will always accompany him in his dreams. What new challenges will Clocky encounter as Dreamville is being rebuilt? And what new opportunities will Old Man Wood bring Dreamville? Stay tuned to the Clocky commemorative film Dreamjoy Memoir Part 4, Dream Myth Escapade. The refurbishment project is progressing along in the corrosion of nihility something something. Hey, it's not red at the edges anymore! The screen seems different from before. I recently heard the Dreamjoy Memoir movie is super popular. The new director really breathed life back into this place. Let's go, I need to see what this director makes next. Director, our film is all the rage now. Those investors who pulled out before are regretting their decisions. The refurbishment of the theme park is also close to completion. I believe we'll be able to play Dreamjoy Memoir on the big screen soon. I'm excited already just imagining it. There's one thing about the viewers' reviews, though. Aside from compliments for the animation itself, there are many bizarre analyses and references speculating that our story serves as an allegory or metaphor for something. There are even rumors saying that the key to our secret treasure, or to a secret treasure left behind by the Watchmaker, is hidden in our animation. That's way too far-fetched. I mean, I suppose the viewers are overinterpreting the whole thing. I guess so, but I can't rule out the possibility completely. Mr. Watchmaker might be the only one who knows for sure. Nonetheless, those discussions have generated a lot of buzz for our film. It's nice to see the audience having different interpretations of the story. Anyway, Dreamville has brought a joyful and heartwarming experience for our viewers and helped Clock Studios out of a tight spot. You know what? Even Sweet Dreams Troupe from the Iris family has reached out to us for collaboration. The crimes committed by the Dream Jolt troupe are on the rise lately, so they want to salvage their reputation by associating themselves with the Clocky franchise. We've had some differences with them, but there are no eternal enemies in the business world. If you're interested, you can handle the collaboration. It's a good opportunity to hone your directorial skills. Keep it up, director. I believe we can make Clock Studios great again. No problem. Leave it to me. Alright, so where are we going? We are going over here. Director? I've heard a lot about you. I'm a messenger from the Iris family and also the person in charge of the Sweet Dreams troupe. You're from the Iris family too? I understand your concern. That kid that just came earlier was a newbie and may not have conveyed our message clearly. Please accept my apologies on behalf of the kid. I want to convey our utmost sincerity. Clocky has always been Penacony's most valuable brand figure. The Sweet Dreams troupe of our Iris family has also been a popular brand image that's been well liked by tourists. So the proposal I'm making isn't an acquisition at all, but a partnership. Together we can be greater by producing a new animation flick. I wonder if you have any interest in a film collaboration? I'm all ears. The Iris family has the best directors and most professional actors. We can provide all the film equipment and staff. We've even invited a special guest. The majestic trash can buried in the dream. Oh, now you have Stell's attention. Of course, a partnership requires that both parties participate. We're willing to bill you as the executive producer on the progress and content at the film set at any time. As for the script for this movie, I've also discussed it with Mr. Picey to adapt that classic tale, the most romantic and magical Dreamjoy Ascension. What do you think? Interesting. Action! Wonderful. The 3 directors at the set all appear to have run into a little trouble. Miss Executive Producer, please go and lend a hand. You're the new camera operator? Get over here and hold this camera up. We're up to our eyeballs in work. No, This is the first scene of Dreamjoy Ascension. Long ago, during one of the Compass's voyages, Clocky fell into a fantastical world due to a ship malfunction, the Dreamland where the Sweet Dreams troupe was located. The Compass, flaming and hurtling, rams into a vile memory zone meme, rendering it unconscious, but is damaged in the process and cannot take off again. You have to use the camera to shoot specific actors, no more, no less. Remember, all the actors must be in frame. Got it? I'm not the camera person! It's a pivotal moment. It doesn't matter anymore. Let's roll. Start shooting if you've got it. Remember, all the actors must be in frame. Got that? Okay. Great. This shot is totally perfect. Anyway, I am almost done filming here, but there are 2 other directors with scenes that need more hands. I suggest you hurry over to take a look. One of the directors might even take a fancy to you. The next Clocky could even be shot by you. I'm already doing that. You're funny. Well, I wish you the best of luck then. Enough prattling. Let's head to the next set. You bid the director farewell and head to the next set. How did tourists get in here? Stop disrupting my set. Hold on. You're the camera person here to take over? I've had it with these amateurs. We've all been waiting for you. Hurry, it's time to start rolling. No, I'm not. You got the script? We're shooting the second act of Dreamjoy Ascension. With the help of the troupe members, Clocky frees himself of his predicament. He receives guidance, deciding to head toward the Gigantry Kingdom at the border to seek the help of the wondrous origami birds. The troupe companions also have their own goals and embark on this journey with him. Lala Sky hopes to fill its own trash bag with wisdom. Mr. Dome Screen hopes to have a stable and carefree heart, and the Bubble Hound hopes to gain courage more reliable than a bubble. It's the Wizard of Oz. Oh, right. Don't forget our criterion. Everyone has to be in the shot. Alright, places everyone. 3, 2, 1. Hold on, I'm not ready! Action! Oh my god. Okay. Not too shabby at all. This scene is done. There's another scene coming up. The next scene's actors are already at their marks. Ready? Let's continue then. The journey to the Great Tree is fraught with danger. Clocky and his companions not only have to stay alert against any Dreamjolt troop vengeance, but they must also conquer their hearts. Lala Sky comes up with a plan, and Clocky is charged with executing it. Bubblehound takes point to protect everyone, causing Mr. Dome Scream to be moved to tears. They defeat one enemy after another, edging closer to the faraway Great Tree. This is a fight scene. All the actors must be in the shot. You can pick the actors to play the enemies for this fight scene and have them exit partway. Oh, there's 5 actors to get in the shot here. Good, that wasn't bad at all. We're wrapping up early. I see a rare talent for camera work in you. How about considering joining the Iris family and becoming my camera assistant? Next time for sure. Huh, such opportunities don't come knocking twice. Alright, I'm just about done here. You head on to the last set to check it out. There's probably more stuff to do there. You bid the director farewell and head to the next set. Oh! The camera assistant is here. The set's all ready. We're all waiting on you. I'm really not... Just in time for the most interesting shot of Dreamjoy Ascension. But the staff that's playing the bird is a little mischievous, learning to hide just like the origami bird in the animation. Please go look for the actor first. Oh, here you are. Dang, you found me already? Looks like I'm still not good enough to play a bird. I have to work harder. Chirp. Did her? Okay, actors at the ready, let's roll. When Clocky arrives at the tallest tree by the dream's edge, he realizes that the vicinity has been occupied by monsters. To gain the help of the origami birds, these troublemakers of the dreamscape, origami birds' enemies must first be dealt with. Remember, all the actors must be in the shot. Go for it, trusty assistant. I'm counting on you. Jeez. That's right, just the vibe I want. Next up is the last scene. The next scene's actors are already at their marks. After an arduous battle, Clocky and his companions finally wrest back control of the Great Tree. As thanks, the origami bird is willing to part with its magic, but it only works once. Whose wish shall be granted? Ta-da! What an intense twist! Chirp! All this effort for a happy ending, only to be faced with a tough choice. Only one person will get their wish. In any case, all the actors must be in the scene. Give it your best shot. Thank you for your help, trusty assistant. We can wrap up the Dreamjoy Ascension filming now. Whoa, it's been a long time since I've done such an exhilarating movie. That was awesome! Now that the shoot's over, I'll pass along the completed film to the one in charge. If you want to see what you shot, go look for that troop agent. Wonderful Wizard of Dreamville. How's filming coming along? I've just been running everyone's errands. A film set's unavoidably chaotic at times. What matters is the final result, no? The rough cut is done. Want to take a look together? Sure. The compass's sudden malfunction allows Clocky's accidental entry into a wondrous sanctuary of dreams. After helping the origami birds and defeating the Dream Jolt troop, Clocky can get a chance to fix the compass using origami magic. The companions who have traveled far also once thirsted for this magic. Lala Sky hopes to fill its own trash bag with wisdom. Mr. Domescreen hopes to have a stable and carefree heart. And the Bubble Hound hopes to gain courage more reliable than a bubble. But they are willing to gift this magic to Clocky to help Clocky get home. Please give the magic to my companions. I'm just a shallow, empty trash can, but even trash cans have their own philosophies. Please give the magic to my companions. I'm willing to accept my splintered heart, for I hope even more that my friends gain peace. Please give the magic to my companions. This doggo only has enough for one spray of bubbly courage. I will muster my courage right here to send my friends home. The origami bird blinks, its stare strafing the crowd, then falling on Clocky. Looks like everyone's wishes have come true. Chirp! Clocky, allow me to grant you your wish. The magic starts to take effect as the spell is chanted. Just then, a gate that can traverse between the town and the Dream Sanctuary rises up. Clocky can go home and not be separated from his friends. The end. A most excellent masterpiece. That's the director for you. I'd like to thank everyone at the theme park on behalf of the Iris family. I trust that once the Dreamjoy Ascension is released, box office records will hit a new high. Oh yes, I also have a small personal problem. Director, you're simply outstanding. You ever considered joining the Iris family? Trying to poach my talent in broad daylight? Alright, I got you. But the invite still stands. Director, I look forward to our next collaboration. The commercial shoot has ended swimmingly. Time to find Pisces and continue editing the film. You know what? Give me this. You're back. I just got a call from the Iris family. They praised your professionalism while shooting the commercial to heaven and back. Everyone's looking forward to the results of your completed work. Piece of cake. Commercials must be nothing to you compared to undertaking a film. Many fans look forward to Dreamjoy Memoir. Let's keep up the editing. Let's get the special ending here first. Boss Stone shares his personal stash of gems to help the town rebuild their houses. That big baddie has turned into an angelic saint. This ending is as apparently beautiful as it can be. Tick-tock, I still think something's not right here. Look at Boss Stone. That wily nose, ferocious teeth, and those sinister eyes. I dare say that he's definitely still harboring ill intent. Whoa, Clocky. I don't know about associating physical traits with goodness or badness. We might have associated him as part of the town, or we might have accepted him as part of the town for now, but we must remain alert. Tick-tock. Tick-tock. Though Brother Hanu is missing, but as long as everyone in Dreamville sticks together, we've nothing to fear against Boss Stone's conspiracies. Oh, jeez. Absolutely no change. Ooh, those are getting close. Oh no. Crap. That just barely made the cut. Oh my god. Boss Stone surrounds Dreamville with towering metal walls, protecting the entire town in their center. Dreamville won't be destroyed by the sandstorm, but it has also lost its freedom under Boss Stone's control. Boss Stone turns the town into his own personal factory, forcing the residents to toil day and night in the mines to excavate gems for him. Before long, this place earns a new moniker, Nightmareville. As for Clocky, no one ever sees Clocky again. The townsfolk dreamed that Clocky would return someday, once again leading them to drive out Boss Stone and regain their happiness and freedom. But they also understand that in this village of nightmares, dreams will just be dreams. The one who feeds the crocodile will eventually be eaten by it. Dream Jolt Havoc, the end. Jeez. Alright, number 4. After planting the trees and quelling the storm, Old Man Wood and his family accept Clocky's invitation to stay behind and rebuild the town. Even with a powerful helper, the town has been bulldozed into rubble. The rebuilding project will be onerous. Tick-tock! To rebuild the town, we'll need lumber, stone, and fabric. But now that the town is in shambles, where will we find these materials? Winter is around the corner, too. If we don't finish the rebuilding before the winter wind arrives, everyone will be cold and hungry. Oh yeah, the meteor was swallowed by the great tree. It may have brought about many disasters, but it is also ripe with mystical power. Maybe the knowledgeable Old Man Wood knows how to correctly use it. Let's go ask him. As a guest from afar, can Old Man Wood acclimatize to life in Dreamville? How will he and Clocky rebuild Dreamville? And Boss Stone isn't Dreamville's only enemy. There are more troubling conflicts that await them. Tick-tock! This is a drama that places greater emphasis on plot developments, which requires a different editing approach. You need to assign dice to different story directions. Select the stories you'd like to see more of. Tick-tock! This time you need to focus on hitting a balance for the 3 emotions to meet the requirements. Huh. Okay. Shit. Can I go back? No! Oh, wait. No, wait, no, I can't. No, I need to redo it. Oh, God. I like how there was absolutely no incentive to switch sides. Ugh. Shit. Okay, yeah, it's getting trickier now. Oops, edit failed, but don't worry, the progress for your completed chapters will still remain. Let's try that again. Tick-tock, you can select the previous entered chapters to re-edit them. Okay, let's try that again. There we go, that's more like it. There we go. With the rowdy citizens taken care of, Dreamville's development is slowly starting to show signs of improvement, but the town is still too impoverished and too small. Clocky knows that for Dreamville to become stronger, it must forge ahead to even farther distances. Tick-tock! The present Dreamville is too backward. This won't do. If we can explore the desert town, or the desert outside the town and mine the gems there, we might be able to improve our lives. My dear friend, if you wouldn't mind, please help me trailblaze Dreamville's uncharted territory. Staring at what is a vast expanse of desert sand, Clocky instead sees a land of opportunity, flowing with honeyed fortune. But this mysterious and dangerous desert will not be easily tamed by Clocky. He will be beset by many harrowing adventures and challenges next. Alright. So we want to get everything up to at least 35. Okay. Well, now we just need to prioritize this one. Easy. Easy. Oh well. Dreamville's domain has expanded manyfold. What were sparsely populated locales are now packed with myriad buildings, their flickering lights like shimmering stars across the landscape. The brave cowboys gallop freely among them, adding a spark of life to the town, albeit sometimes causing a bit of a ruckus. Tick-tock! It's all thanks to Old Man Wood that Dreamville has had a major turn of fortune. Can you even recognize it now? But this is by no means the end of Dreamville, nor is it the end of my journey. I once had a dream. In it, Dreamville had even taller houses and even brighter lights, and everyone in the world wanted to come to Dreamville to have fun. If I want to realize this dream, the town must stand together united, even if the cowboys have to suffer some slight. Clocky's eyes glint with resolute will. No matter how distant the dream is, it can come true if one puts in enough work. But a beautiful dream always requires the dreams of others to fuel it. I'm sure not getting that 3rd star there won't affect things too much, right? Surely. After some rough and tumble, the cowboys choose to yield, and Dreamville returns to its peace and quiet. But as he is walking along a quiet street, Clocky is struck by anxiety and concern. Tick-tock! Dreamville has become whole again. It's all peaceful now, without any of that ruckus and wrangling. No more blood and conflict. But why? Why can't I shake off this uneasy feeling? Were those cowboys really the baddies? Tick-tock, I'm probably overthinking it. The Dreamville of the future will surely be even more beautiful and prosperous than it is now. My friend, you think so too, right? Tick-tock, might as well toss our worries to the wind and help Dreamville become a truly joyous dream. On that day, Clocky enjoys a good night's sleep. As he roams his dreams, he glimpses magnificent skyscrapers and a scenic nightscape of streaming colors and bustling crowds. But looming above them all is an overcast sky, suffocating and smothering. Dreamville is thriving better than ever. What will it look like in the future? What exploits will Clocky achieve in this burgeoning town? Stay tuned to the Clocky commemorative film Dreamjoy Memoir Part 5, Dreamjoy Secrecy. Yay! The film generates a windfall for Clock Studios and the theme park gradually regains its former status. Look, the screen here's been fixed! The director's turning things around on their lonesome. Astonishing. I wonder who the director is. It's not the legendary Watchmaker, is it? Don't rush. I heard there's going to be a Dreamjoy Memoir screening event. Maybe we'll be able to see things for ourselves then. Director, do you know that the cinemas across the universe are thronged by viewers of Dreamjoy Memoir? Our theme park is seeing more and more guests, too. It's been so many years. Since we lost contact with Mr. Watchmaker, we've never seen such a bustling scene. The story is full of twists and turns, has a creative plot, and features lively characters. This has been my first time hearing nothing but good reviews from those fussy movie critics. It's your talent that brought Clock Studios back to life. It's no big deal. You're being modest. Trust me, I don't mean this as flattery. Well, what's next? Well, both critics and fans are looking forward to the release of the last film, Dreamjoy Secrecy. The screen should be fixed soon, just in time for the film premiere to be held at the theme park, but the film reel hasn't been fixed yet. No, we've long done restoring the reel, but it isn't with us at the moment. But when we submitted the series for review, the Iris family only banned Dreamjoy secrecy. They insisted that there were issues with the content and demanded an explanation from Mr. Watchmaker. Uh-oh. It's a dirty move. I'm sure they're deliberately making things difficult for us, knowing Mr. Watchmaker isn't around. Director, since you're an important guest of the family, do you mind stepping in to convince them to take it easy on us? No problem. Thank you so much. The Iris family conducts the review at the Penacony Grand Theater. It'd be great if you could make a trip there. I'll be waiting for your good news. Clocky on 42nd Street. Oh wow, there's huge sections of the theater that I apparently haven't even been to. I have not been back here since finishing the Trailblaze mission. So is this where I want to go? What's up, guys?
Stream 4. The gleamful blades.
This place still gives me Theater of Domination vibes.
Seek, and you will find.
Okay. That's enough of that. Ooh. Title Dreamjoy Memoir 5, Dreamjoy Secrecy. This movie is the 5th installment of the Dreamjoy Memoir series, which tells the story of Dreamville after its prosperity, where Clocky and Old Man Wood part ways. To preserve the blank and blank of the town, Clocky sets up Dreamville and begins blank blank blank. Review. This movie contains controversial topics and should be banned. The style of this movie deviates from the previous Clocky pieces and has the potential to cause negative effects. A temporary ban is recommended, and an interview should be arranged with its creator. Halt! Who goes there? The Penacony Grand Theater is currently closed to the public. Wait, you look kind of familiar. Oh, I met you at the Clock Studios theme park before. You really have a thing for odd places, huh? Tell me who you are, or I'll have you nabbed by the bloodhounds. I'm one of the nameless on the Astral Express. That title. You're the gray-haired guest who has recently helped the family with their trouble, aren't you? Please forgive my rudeness earlier and allow me to introduce myself again. I'm Mimosa, a member of the Iris family. Aside from business liaisons, I'm also in charge of managing the film and television productions in Penacony. Is there something you're looking for in the Bard Theater? I'm looking for an animation film reel. Animation. Oh, you must be talking about Dreamjoy Secrecy by Clock Studios. Help you want Clarend now on your main, but you need Farina. Rip. The nameless are indeed as helpful as they are described. You helped with the production of the 4 films recently released by Clock Studios, didn't you? You gotta skip so you can guarantee French Jesus. Rest in peace, weeb. I'm very sorry, but I can't give you the reel of this film. The decision to ban it was made by Maven herself because its content didn't comply with the family standards. Its director, the Watchmaker, needs to come forward with an explanation. He can't make it here. She does look really fun. Indeed, the Watchmaker can't make it here. In that case, I'm sorry to say that the release of the film is forbidden. The Clocky series has evolved to become something beyond a mere piece of work by the Watchmaker. It embodies the spirit of Penacony and represents the image of a dream, joyful, pleasant, and harmonious. However, its creator keeps incorporating his own views and ideas into his work, especially in this film. There are simply too many references to elements in the real world that it is ruining Clocky's image. Mimosa's brow furrows as she speaks, as though those words are triggering a wound inside her. You okay? It's nothing. If you don't mind, I'd like to get back to my work. Please just leave. Mimosa no longer pays any attention to you. She stares at the film reels in the cabinet, lost in thought. Change Mimosa's mind. Why are you still sticking around? Even though you've done the family a favor, I can't allow you to keep interrupting my work. Try reading her inner thoughts. Angry? Mimosa clenches her fists and starts shaking. That guy's too selfish. When is he going to stop ruining the dreamscape? Turning Penacony into a chaotic mess is his biggest wish. How can he expect others to understand him through his works when he has zero empathy? You must have heard about Watchmaker's deeds, right? He disturbed the peace of Penacony, created confusion, and took everyone for a ride with his lies. Is a man like him worthy of your support? You don't know him well enough. Ha! I know him better than you and everyone else. Remember years ago when he used golden papers with Clocky's image printed on them and made a mess of Gilded Hour? Now he's wreaking havoc again with Clocky's animation. Would such a person care about his followers? Would he care about Clocky's fans? Mimosa passes you a clock credit note. The Clocky's portrait on it is all smiles, but Mimosa is furious. Well, thanks for the clock credits. But that was not what we wanted. Okay, happy? Mimosa relaxes her furrowed brows and smiles in resignation. Honestly speaking, he's truly amazing. Despite the terrible subject matter, the story still looks pretty interesting. However, Clocky should just be an animation, not a carrier of propaganda or underlying messages. Don't you think so? No, it can be meaningful too. It can, but it isn't necessary. The main selling point of this genre is fun. As for other stuff, neither the viewers nor the family are interested. Clocky has tons of fans, but how many of them can perceive the underlying messages and metaphors under the fun facade? And how many of them go to the cinemas for those things? Clocky must not bear so many heavy themes. His story should be like candies. There's no bitterness, only sweetness. Mimosa smiles and hands you some Clocky-themed soft candies, but you feel her smile looks rather heavy, as complicated and mixed as the tastes of this bag of snacks. I love how, like, the central conflict here is, like, should stories have meaningful messages? And the message is yes, they should. Looking disheartened, Mimosa retrieves the film reel from the cabinet. After all these years, he still stands by his decision right from the start. What a stubborn man. You alright? No offense, but the way you wander around aimlessly reminds me of him, the Watchmaker. Those memories are supposed to fade away, but since they've now come to mind, I might as well share them with you. After all, he's your nameless senior. Believe it or not, I was once involved in the creation of Clocky. Unlike other employees of Clock Studios, I draw the sketches at a secret place together with the watchmaker. He told me he wanted Clocky to be a work that brought joy and hope to people, but it was a lie. That guy had a habit of adding unreasonable plots into the animation and didn't bother to explain how he came about those ideas. Despite my confusion, I worked for him and poured my heart and soul into my work. Every time I proposed new ideas for the project, he'd vehemently object to them. He didn't want anyone to interfere with his creation. He's just a selfish tyrant. I decided to leave him because of that. I wanted to look for a purer form of art that could bring true happiness to Penacony, so I joined the Iris family. I still care a lot about Clocky. I suggested that the family acquire its copyright to protect it. If the content created by Clock Studios continues to violate the family's standards, Clocky could end up much worse than its current predicament. Does the family hate Clocky? Not really. Maven, the family head, is actually a fan of Clocky. I heard that she is the inspiration behind the Miss Note character. In Dreamjoy Secrecy, Clocky has a fallout with his companions, and the plot takes on a dark turn. For the viewers who believe the animation carries an underlying meaning, this kind of content might encourage unnecessary speculation and conjecture. The Harmony embraces diverse concepts, but not those that can lead to danger. The provocative nature of artistic works is far more formidable than you might imagine. Lady Maven once said, "Artists are as dangerous as history fictionologists." Their creations aren't about truth. Instead, they are about stirring up emotions, and no one can predict the impact of emotions. The family isn't being unforgiving. As stated by the family head, the film could be unbanned, provided that the watchmaker could come forward with an explanation. What kind of message is he trying to convey with Clocky? Is he trying to create confusion, or does he have some kind of hidden agenda? I know he's no longer around, and it's a shame. Since we can never understand what he really thinks, I can't let you have the film reel. Maybe he left something behind. Mimosa gazes at the film reel in her hands, looking lost in distant memories. You're right. That guy surely wouldn't abandon his work. I have to make a trip back to my homeland to search for the answer, and you're welcome to tag along. If you know the watchmaker well, you'll surely know where I'm referring to. It's a place we can only access by doing something impossible in the dreamscape. Isn't Star Rail dropping drip marketing soon? Maybe? I don't know off the top of my head when they do that.
This haven of memories. Every touch, every moment is like a thorned rose.
They better... If they are doing that, they better give me my chicken wing boy. How dare you come back, you traitor to Dreamflux Reef? Get out of Dreamflux Reef and go back to your family. Wait, I'm Mimosa. I'm the watchmaker's... I can't believe you have the face to mention his name. Mr. Watchmaker raised you, and yet you sided with his enemies. Mr. Watchmaker still thought about you in his twilight years. Don't you feel ashamed of yourself? I've seen someone say around 15 minutes. Tell me if it drops. Alright. I'm very sorry. Do you think an apology is enough? We must teach you, Ingrate, a lesson on the Watchmaker's behalf. That's a little harsh. My distinguished guest. Who are you? You don't look like a local. Must be an underling of that traitor. Just beat the two of them up. Yeah, sure, buddy. Sure.
Huh. More enemies. Time for a fight.
You beat me up.
Familiar.
Actually, I'm gonna put this on auto while I go get some more water.
Receive divinity.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Ah, she's a tough one. Don't worry, I just asked Mr. Micah to be here. They're finished. Oh, hey, Micah! Haven't seen you in a little bit. Mr. Micah, we're counting on you to punish the traitor and her underling. I'm sorry you have to go through this, my friend from the Astral Express. Astral Express? Could that be Mr. Watchmaker's? You guys should go. Don't embarrass Dreamflux Reef anymore. Okay, let's bolt. I think we've messed with the wrong person. My apologies. Are you guys alright? I'm fine. Brother. Oh, you two are siblings? Just like Mimosa, I'm also an orphan adopted by the Watchmaker. Aw, there are many more kids like us in Dreamflux Reef. When we got older, I chose to stay here in Dreamflux Reef, while Mimosa pursued the life she desired in Penacony. By the way, how did the two of you meet? Because of the film reels left behind by the Watchmaker. Film reels? Oh, I think I know what you're saying. Are those for the Dreamjoy Memoir series? Pisces told me you were involved in the production of this film series. Did you run into any problems during the production? Mimosa used to work as the Watchmaker's animation assistant here before, and she knows Clocky's story like the back of her hand. If it's a technical glitch, you can discuss it with her. No, the issue is more ideological than technical. I've watched the film reels Father left behind at Clock Studios, and I wondered why he included the story about Dreamflux Reef in the animation. If I can figure out why he did that, I can probably convince Lady Maven to lift the ban on the movie. After all she wants is an explanation. Too much reading. Maven is still as capricious as ever. If the Watchmaker could hear this, I suppose he would laugh at that old friend of his. Seems like you still can't let go of the past even after all this time. Come with me. He left you something. They're heading toward the graveyard. Let's follow them. The hot steam under the manhole cover dissipates evenly and effectively, like a program that was written long ago. Is this the Erudition one? You can be certain that this is one of the 7 manhole covers from the stories. This is the manhole cover of Erudition. There's trash cans back here. Whoa! No, I didn't mean to get into a cutscene. Hey, gray hair chick, stop right there. Before you have a chance to retreat, a group of people jump out from around the corner and surround you. I just wanted to check out the trash cans! We'd pluck the Torment Eagles bald if they cross here, and skin the Red Feather Wolves if they dare to pass. We are the Dreamflux Gang! You're on our turf. To stay or go ain't your call anymore. You gotta pay the toll. Hand over 2,000 alfalfa credits. Do you have that ownership in writing? Of course. The graffiti on these walls here is our property deed. Remember, Dreamflux Reef is the primordial dreamscape. If you get into trouble here, don't think you'll be getting out without a scratch like in a dream. I know you intruded travelers. 2,000 ain't nothing to you. A little bit of petty change for safety ain't a big deal if you ask me. Or you could fight back. But if you do, then you won't have money or a life. I can fight back? Why didn't you say so earlier? You've been watching too many Dream Bubble movies. You really think one person can beat the Dreamflux Gang? Get him, you guys. Looks like we need to teach her a lesson how things work around here. Acheron be upon ye. Excuse me.
Timely treatment.
Another journey begins, destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Acheron be upon ye. Stop, stop! Beat us any harder and we'll be beaten awake. Oh, hero, this beating you gave us has made us realize why the Dreamflux gang's business ain't able to get bigger and stronger. It's because we're missing a powerful and intelligent backer like you. I'd like to sincerely invite you to help us and join us and help the Dreamflux gang's business reach the next level. I'm very busy. It won't take up much of your time. All you gotta do is say you associate with us and give us some street cred. Although, if you want to join the gang, you still gotta learn our secret signal. This rule can't be skipped, even if you were invited. Dude, let me out! Yeah, okay, I'll do that later. I just wanted to check out the trash cans. Strange. 50% beautiful dreams, 30% horror, and 20% thrill of something burning. A dignified Dreamflux gang vice leader such as I, reduced to picking trash in the streets. Back in the day, all the people on this street were queuing up to offer us tributes of trash. Look at them now. They don't even know how to sort their trash. I pity my brothers the most, who have to endure this suffering with me in this place. Maintaining the status quo will only exacerbate the situation. We must rebuild the gang. You there, let me ask you, what's the most important thing to rebuilding a gang? Plenty of trash? We're just 3 trash cans. How much trash can we store? Greed is the catalyst of decadence. Brothers, let's help this one see the light. Trash sorting kick! Whoops. I chose the wrong response. Oh well.
Eternal sleep. The dead return! Receive divinity.
Don't worry, it's just a scrap.
Time for a buzz. This is double speed.
We're doing the Dane quest. Oh, that's right. Okay, I actually think we'll do Dane tomorrow and Loran
There is no other choice.
some other time. Probably like Sunday or something.
Free will, I weep for the departed.
I want to do Dane first. I totally forgot about that. That just completely skipped my mind. I don't know how, because that's the part that I was most excited for in this patch. It was like, I knew I was forgetting something, too. Oh, shit.
Leave it to me.
Good as new.
Eternal sleep. The dead return!
Heard it's pretty good.
Still waters.
It looks really exciting.
This haven of memories.
Okay.
Every touch, every moment is like a thorned rose.
So this is the so-called
We are going. Okay. Okay, this way. I haven't been here since I finished the Trailblaze mission either. Are these letters from the watchmaker for me? Yeah, I couldn't find you, so I kept these letters here, thinking that you might find them when you visit him. Now I can finally return them to you. 1, 2, 3 drops. Tears fell onto the letter paper. At that moment, something. My stubborn pony. How's life in the dream? When will you ever see this letter? I bet you're still mad at me for painting those ridiculous stories, restricting your freedom to create, and yet I never explained my reasons for doing so. Perhaps you'll find it hard to accept my reason, but I truly mean it. I wish to protect you and your aspiration. I know. Ever since you were a child, you aspired to go to the idyllic dreams above the dome, to witness the dream chaser's happiness, and to see smiles on the guests' faces. That's because you're someone who loves to bring joy to others. That's why I'm afraid. I'm afraid the stories I wrote in my creations will tarnish this innocence. I hope that there's always a dream in your heart. I hope you'll never be skeptical of this world. But I figured it out now. You are a courageous and kind child. Your pure intent will not be crushed easily. Hence, I am now willing to be truthful and tell you the reason for creating Clocky. It's because I do not want people to forget everything in their dreams. From the conflict in the prison to the countless catastrophes, to the expansion of nightmares, to the establishment of sweet dreams. Along the way, I've witnessed the people in the dreams gradually coming to a standstill without looking back. They said the world outside of dreams is cruel, and one should no longer look back at these sorrowful pasts and dreams. However, a pleasant dream must always move forward in a trail of blazing flame and look back. And so, I put my pen to paper and rely on my childhood friends to keep these precious memories for me. Read a summary, I'm gonna love it, oh boy. If sometime in the future, when all histories are covered in carols and all coming days are buried in laughter, and people can never wake up again, Clocky might be the wake-up call to their existence. I just realized this is going to be the first time I do a Dainsliff quest on stream. Oh yes, do you still remember? I secretly told you once that the brain of Clocky is actually a compass that leads one to the future. And now, this compass belongs to you. My past has already ended. Please use him to record your future. Love always, Mikhail Char Legwork. What an amazing father. No, what an amazing trailblazer. You're right. He has been trailblazing forward with his life and engraving his past memories in his creations. The watchmaker. Why didn't you let me know earlier? Mimosa. He had always wanted to protect you, so he chose not to tell you about his less than glamorous past. Star Rail drip marketing dropped. Alright, let's see what they got. Let's see what Star Rail's got for us. Yun Li. Sword Hunter from the Jianzhou Zhuming. Oh wow, we're getting somebody from a different ship. Interesting. And voiced by Brenna Larson, same as Navia. Cool. I like her design. Neat. Guess we know where we're going next. But if I had known about it earlier, I wouldn't have left Dreamflux Reef and abandoned Clocky. To put it in his words, that is the route you've chosen. Moreover, it isn't too late now, is it? Yes, it's not too late. I will request to meet Lady Maven immediately and tell her the Watchmaker is only trying to document the history of the Penacony that shouldn't be forgotten. I believe she will understand such a reason. After all... It's nothing. She's a reasonable person, so don't worry about it. Mimosa, you're still as clever as you were when you were a child, getting things done promptly and decisively, with a keen eye. Alright, we can always catch up later. What's important now is to get this movie successfully released. I understand. It is undeniable that Clocky can bring happiness to people. However, real happiness doesn't come from forgetting the sorrowful past, but from calmly embracing the past after experiencing the sorrow. I'll think of a way to pass this film reel to the Clock Studios. Please, you must make sure it hits the big screen. She's physical destruction, so your physical loving self is definitely pulling. Hang on, there's something I want to check real quick. And that is... here. Damn it, it doesn't say what ship she's from. Please, please, please. Hoyoverse, please, please. Please give us Marshall Hua. Please. Why are you here again? Dreamjoy Memoir is now showing, and the business of the Clock Studios is on the rise. There's no need for the family to be involved. Are you sure? Have you completed the final work? That is all because of the family's interference. To think you can use this method to threaten us. How shameless. That's not true. Here, you can have the film reel. Huh? You must be on a tight schedule now, isn't it? Then stop wasting time. I'll also help with the animation later. What are you up to this time? I'm not going to fall into your trap. We'll wait for the director to be back. Ah, director, you're back! Where did you go? What took you so long? I went to negotiate with Mimosa. Well, you're incredible. Just with a few words from you, and she's personally delivered the film reel to us. Let me explain. This is what happened. Mimosa briefly described to Pisces what she just experienced. I see. There are so many stories behind the Clocky. They keep throwing in random buzz. Yeah. There are so many stories behind Clocky. Mr. Watchmaker, you're a great man. If that's the case, whether it's out of respect for the audience or to carry on the spirit of Mr. Watchmaker, Clock Studios promises to do its best and complete his last film of Dreamjoy Memoir. Director and consultant Mimosa from the Iris family, I'm counting on you two for the remaining work. My distinguished guest, let's finish up the Watchmaker's last work together. Are you ready? Begin the final edits. First and foremost, get the second edit from this. Dreamville's domain has expanded manyfold. What were sparsely populated locales are now packed with myriad building. Hang on. Old Man Wood's trees block the cowboys' path, causing both parties to be embroiled in constant bickering. Clocky also doesn't understand why Old Man Wood insists on taking away the cowboys' turf. It's something the cowboys earned through hard work. Okay, the beginning of this was like the same as it was in the other path, so I was like, hang on. Tick-tock! Old Man Wood is such a greedy geezer, claiming that all his doings are for the prosperity of Dreamville. I bet it's all for his own selfish gains. Tick-tock! Surely you think so too? Dreamville must not go back to that gloomy prison of the past. Come on, let's help the cowboys seize back what's theirs. Clocky decides to confront Old Man Wood for his cowboy compatriots, as well as for a free Dreamville as envisioned in his heart. But, be it prosperity or freedom, as long as one keeps moving forward, a price must be paid. But yeah, if we're going back to the Xianzhou, specifically if we're going to a different Xianzhou ship, please, Hoyoverse, please, for the love of God, I want my queen. I want Fu Hua. After a bitter battle, the cowboys became the masters of Dreamville. But they don't know how to develop Dreamville, and soon after, the town returns to being a barren wasteland. Tick-tock, without Old Man Wood, everyone is living freely now. But is this true happiness? The cowboys run rampant across town every day. No one can hold them in place, nor can anyone guide their path. Tick-tock, forget it. I'm done thinking about this. Let's head out into the desert to play with the cowboys. Clocky steps into the desert with the cowboys, and the townsfolk never see him again. A lonely and carefree bird cannot travel long distances like a flock of wild gray geese. Dream Myth Escapade, the end. Alright, last one. Through the efforts of Clocky and Old Man Wood, Dreamville becomes even more prosperous and a destination that tourists from all over the world wish to visit. Magnificent skyscrapers, a scenic nightscape of streaming colors and bustling crowds. The images in Clocky's dream appear before his eyes. Tick-tock! The Dreamville today is a stark contrast to its past state. Who would know this used to be a barren desert? But with the rising number of incoming tourists, they're running out of places to stay. We've resorted to building houses without any sound infrastructural plan. This won't do. Tick-tock, I think we need a hotel. A giant one that can house all the townsfolk and guests. Besides the hotel, we also need to build a fun amusement park with a garden that's got all sorts of plants and flowers, and a mall where you can buy anything you want. Tick-tock, just the mere thought of all this gets my gears all hyped up. Let's go, friend. Off we go to talk to Professor Owl about these ideas. Clocky's mind conjures a dazzling image of Dreamville. Now, he wants to work with his companions and turn this scene into a reality. The danger may have been quelled, but the road to rebuilding the town isn't that easy. Clocky will have to contend with many challenges. Tick-tock, this target's a bit special, but I'm sure you can do it. The sum of it, huh? Okay. Interesting. So we're gambling for this. Apparently I did good enough. Having gone through a phase of construction, Dreamville is now exploding with interest, wonder, and amusement, akin to a beautiful dreamscape where mesmerized guests linger, reluctant to leave. In the glamorous town hotel, an unending stream of guests throngs at the lobby. They all hope to find their own happiness in Dreamville. Tick-tock! The Dreamville today is a stark contrast to its past state. Who would know this used to be a barren desert? They all believe that they can find their destiny here and treat this town like a dream, just as Brother Hanu envisioned. Tick-tock, but there are so many people in the town now. Will Old Man Wood really be able to handle them? I too wish to help him, but I'm not great at managing people. Come, friend, no need to overthink it. Let us first enjoy the heck out of this place. Tick-tock! Faced with a Dreamville full of fun and opportunity, Clocky chooses to plunge into the revelry, leaving his responsibilities at the back of his dial. There are more and more townsfolk, and Old Man Wood is getting overloaded with work. Beneath the neon lights of the town, a shadow grows. Okay, there we go. That works. It would be really funny if we get a new version of Jingyuan. Old Man Wood's tendrils have the entire Dreamville in a stranglehold. No resident will ever be able to oppose his ideas. But the townsfolk seem not to care for Old Man Wood's ambition. They are only concerned with the fortune and happiness that Dreamville brings. But Clocky doesn't think so. He will never allow Dreamville to fall into such decadence. Tick-tock! Old Man Wood has changed. He doesn't care about Dreamville's future at all. Jingyuan, but he's locked in. We had a pact in the past, for Dreamville to be filled with the laughter from our hearts, but now everyone is just smiling like vapid fools in their dreams. Tick-tock, I must rouse Old Man Wood and the townsfolk from their follies, even if the entire town turns on me. Let's go, friend. We cannot allow Old Man Wood's wanton ways to continue. Clocky leaves the flourishing Dreamville and returns to his ruined former home. He believes himself to be lucid, that one day he will bring this clarity to everyone in town as well. One day. I will be right back. One moment. I'm back. You're pulling Clarand on your Raiden account, but you're guaranteed Farina! You're guaranteed Farina! Still! You're guaranteed Farina! Whether it's C1 or not, it's still a guarantee. We better get really lucky here. But Clarand hot. I understand. I understand. Clocky's pranks cause excruciating headaches for Old Man Wood, but Dreamville has not changed because of his antics. Old Man Wood's seedlings litter the fields, his tendrils wrap around numerous corrupted hearts, with the townsfolk drifting in and out between dream and reality and sunken in luxuriant extravagance. So, has Clocky failed? Tick-tock! My friend, I'm sorry. Dreamville remains the way it has been. I have no way to change it. Tick-tock. I'm so sleepy, so tired. Hello. I really want to rest. Clocky's hands tick slower and slower, images from the voyages of the past appearing before his eyes. Tick-tock. Can the Scammer Cup really protect Rouseville? Will Hamster Ball Knight still clinch the championship next time? Can Miss Note sing the most beautiful song that beats from her heart? Will Brother Hanu return to protect the town? Will Shopkeeper Leaf sell things that shouldn't be sold? Will Old Man Wood remember his original promise? Tick-tock, Master Hat, Armchair Boy, Mirror Princess, Captain Revolver. Where's their compass sailing to now? Tick-tock, the compass! That's it, the compass! Friend, the compass will return again someday. When that time comes, the other crew members will come help us. Wait till they come to Dreamville. I'll definitely regale them with Watch City's past, the Compass's adventures, and everything that's happened in Dreamville. They'll definitely love these stories. Okay, Cat is satisfied, I think. Yeah? Are you gonna stop meowing at me? Tick-tock, I'll surely wait for you all, new crew members of the Compass. Clocky's spirits are reinvigorated once more. His hands began to tick again. In the days to come, he will still protect Rouseville's villagers, cause trouble for Old Man Wood, and be wary of the covetous Boss Stone. Clocky has thought this through. When the new crew of the Compass takes care of Dreamville's crisis, he will definitely board the ship again and go on even more adventures. Tick-tock, that day will definitely come. Dreamville's dream will one day awaken, and the Compass's needle will point towards his next destination. Dreamjoy Memoir, the end. But Dreamville's story will never end. Yay, it's done! The grand public screening of Dreamjoy Memoir takes place amidst something. Hey, Boot Hill, what are you doing here? Hey, Black Swan, Sparkle, what are you guys doing here? Cat, move! Look, that's Clocky's latest film. Oh, it has been such a long time since I watched animations in the theme park. How nostalgic. Director, look! The theme park is filled with all kinds of people. Distinguished guests, young dream chasers, honored members of the family, and they're all here for the movie. If the watchmakers were to witness this, the watchmaker were to witness this, he'd be super glad. Thank you so much for your hard work. Right, I wonder if the watchmaker's message managed to get past to the audience. Director, can you ask the viewers for their opinions? Sure can. Boot Hill, what do you think? Is that you? You cooked up this film? Hot diggity fudge! That's some mighty fine work. Just so peak. Boot Hill called my work peak. Well, I'll be hornswoggled. I reckon them clockheads were for youngins fresh off the tee. Turns out, they sure did a fine job with them. How would you rate this movie? Fudge, it's the fudging best. Huh? Hot fudge. What I mean is y'all did mighty fine. Especially that Captain Revolver. Darn handsome as a wild stallion. Oh, my great director. I'm now a fan of yours. Please make more fudging awesome films like this one. Can do. Black Swan! Hey, what's up? What do you think? This is a great movie. I like it very much. What are your thoughts? I normally don't watch animations. I prefer real-life accounts over created stories. But this movie is different. I can tell that there are secrets hidden behind these stories. A lengthy account of an untold story, perhaps? To use such a method to document the past is interesting. It reminds me of a memo keeper who also loves to record their memories on the camera. Black Swan? Do you realize how suspicious what you just said is? Memories are records of the past and prophecies of the future. I hope your and the Watchmaker's work can shift the future of this dream. Hello, Ray Slays. Welcome, welcome. Alright, Sparkle, what do you think? Hey, gray hair. Is this your animation? Not bad. What do you think of this movie? Well, I've got high aesthetic standards. This dreamscape is always showing boring tragedies, typical comedies, mundane soap operas, and a bunch of sleep-inducing films. But I've got to say, this movie is not bad at all. At least it contributes something less boring to this world, and it doesn't make me doze off even in the dream. Then again, every performance has its own intention. I'm sure the story of this movie isn't that simple. Am I right, gray hair? Well, shh, don't tell me. Let me make a guess. I believe there are going to be all sorts of interpretation for the movie in due time, and no one will know which was the truth. That'll make things more interesting. And Mimosa and Micah. The audience is pleased. Even if they can't discern the deeper meaning behind it, the movie itself is quite fun. You're right. For viewers who are here to seek entertainment, the movie is just an animation. But if someone can decipher the hidden message behind the camera work, performance, story, or even a single line of dialogue, then they will be able to meet the Watchmaker's soul and listen to the past dreams. What do y'all think? As the movie scenes played out before my eyes, I could see the Watchmaker poring over his work before a desk. I could tell that he amended some stories in the movie based on my past suggestions. I grew up watching Clocky too, and I have always wanted to see the Dreamflux Reef in the animations. And today, I'm finally able to see our Rouseville. That's all I wanted. Thank you for letting these stories hit the screen, distinguished guest. I've requested it from Lady Maven. From today onward, I will assist Clock Studios in their steady development as a consultant, and keep the hands of Clocky turning. The story of Clocky will never end. I want to thank you too. With the help of this movie, I'm sure more people will pick up their forgotten past, ignite the flame of wakefulness within them, and brighten their future. I'm sure the Watchmaker will be pleased to see such a future. Director, what do the viewers think? It seems like someone has noticed the hidden message. Is that so? Perhaps the Watchmaker is hoping to see more of such viewers so that they can reap the benefits of the animation beyond the joy of it. Director, working with you is like returning to the golden age of Clock Studios, when I was still working with the Watchmaker and continuing the adventures of Clocky alongside him. Now that I think about it, we were actually engraving the history of Penacony. I understand why Mr. Watchmaker chose to hide it from everyone. After all, how could the creation of this work bring so much joy if everyone was under such pressure to create it? Clock Studios will continue to move forward with this mission. It will watch over the dream until everyone has the right to wake up from the dream. So, with the release of the last movie, the story of Dreamjoy Memoir has also come to an end for now. Thank you for your hard work. That's it? Well, we're actually planning on combining the 5 stories from Dreamjoy Memoir to create a super extended version of the movie for our audience to watch for a long time. It is also a huge project. If you're interested in continuing as our director, you're also welcome to come back and be part of the production. You're always welcome. Oh, right, when our movie is a hit, the renowned Soulglad hopes to use Clocky's image as their spokesperson to help them shoot a set of commercials. They've specially invited you to be the director of this commercial. You should go assist if you're free. Your directorial skills will surely be elevated to the next level with this project. Now then, dear director, on behalf of Clock Studios, I salute you. We'll never forget all the hard work you put in for Mr. Watchmaker and the Clocky series. Nice. All the classic endings for Dreamjoy Memoir have been released. You can continue to explore the film's special endings, complete commercials, extras, or challenge the anthology's edits. Alright. Let's run through this stuff. Pick up all of this stuff. Participate in the editing of Dreamjoy Memoir anthology one time. Alright, gotta do the extras. And gotta do one more commercial. Okay. And gotta get the last ending. Alright, so let's run through this really quickly. Old Man Wood's tendrils, yep. But the townsfolk seem not to care, yep. Clocky also doesn't seem to mind, as long as everyone in Dreamville is happy. Tick-tock, Old Man Wood hasn't been very chatty recently, but I know that he must be busying himself for Dreamville. Everyone's living in high spirits, how wonderful! Don't you think so too, my friend? Tick-tock, we mustn't squander Old Man Wood's painstaking efforts. We have to fully enjoy ourselves in this dream. Let's go, friend, off to immerse ourselves in this grand celebration. Clocky accepts the present Dreamville, surrendering himself entirely to the tides of merriment. Clocky, no! He believes he can deliver to everyone happiness, bringing them more happiness, having them experience more happiness, and making that happiness everlasting in Dreamville. But Clocky hasn't seemed to realize that his so-called happiness is slowly but surely corrupting this town. Clocky, no! Uh-oh. That is not good. Okay, definitely put that there. Need a little bit more going on in dramatic. Nope, can't do that. Barely made it once again. Dreamville gradually sinks into the foliage's embrace, where everyone enjoys the sweetened fruit and cool shade, never needing to think for themselves again. Boss Stone will never invade this place again, and no one will have to worry about disasters befalling. To the townsfolk, this may be true bliss. Tick-tock, it's really awesome. As long as we listen to the Great Tree, everyone will be able to lead blissful lives. Whatever the Great Tree says, we'll listen. Whatever the Great Tree wants, we'll do. Tick-tock, my friend. Dreamville has now really become a true dream. But I feel like I'm forgetting something I shouldn't have. Tick-tock, since I've forgotten it, it's probably not important. Come on, let's have a party at Mr. Soda's. And so, enveloped by the giant tree's protection, Dreamville embarks on a path of eternal happiness. No sadness, no suffering, no worries, and Clocky's hands also start to rust in the syrup, never to tick again. The price for us to forever live in current happiness is to never again glimpse visions of the future. Dreamjoy Memoir. The end? Alright, so that's the last of that. I'll take that. Oh. Grab the light cone. Grab these. Alright. Collab adverts. Okay, where are we going? Oh. You. Soulglad, the source of joy, the quintessence of dreams. My friend, how about a bottle of Soulglad? No thanks, I'm here to talk about collaborating. So you're the director of Dreamjoy Memoir. Mr. Picey mentioned you. It's an honor to finally meet you. I'm from the Soulglad advertising department, just here to chat with you about the current commercial proposal, Bubbly Clocky. Soulglad can bring joy and laughter to Dreamville, but the evil boss Stone hates everything nice, so he's imprisoned Mr. Soda and stashed away all of the town's Soulglad. The hero of Dreamville, Clocky, will infiltrate Boss Stone's office building to bring back smiles to the townspeople. That's the gist of the story. To complete production quickly, I hope you, as the director, can personally get your hands dirty and become Clocky's motion capture artist. A total of 3 commercials. How about it? Will that work? No problem. Action! Not a problem. I'll have to learn Clocky's movements. Let me think. Oh my god! Tick-tock! A Dreamville without Soulglad is like a clock without oil. Everything comes to a halt. Darn that boss Stone! He came up with such a heinous move just to take over the town. Behind this door is Boss Stone's lair. The missing Soulglad must be hidden here. Let us venture forth! Objective, retrieve all the Soulglad. Tick-tock! Oh, so I'm not gonna actually walk around as Clocky. Tick-tock. What a strange room. Boss Stone appears to have used Soulglad to lay down many mechanisms that allow wall walking. Looks like Soulglad's got plenty of amazing uses. Walk on it and try it out. The Soulglad floor tiles that allow you to walk on walls will activate when the adventure starts and vanish after being tread on. It cannot be used a second time. Shit. Okay. Good to know. One-time use. Oops. I see it. That's the chest stashed with the Soulglad. We're almost there. Yeah, and apparently there's supposed to be treasure chests along the way. Or was it just that I was supposed to smash all of these balloons? I don't remember. I mean, I haven't seen any treasure, so yeah, I guess it was just breaking the balloons. Hello, Henio! Welcome, welcome! The moving Soulglad floor has been completely removed. Open the chest now. I remember this bottle of Soulglad. That was a long time ago, when Brother Hanu and I fought side by side. Tick-tock! Tick-tock! Brother Hanu, you're hurt! No, there must be some way out. Don't tell me. I have to use that. That's right. It's a legendary beverage that can instantly heal all wounds and energize one with vigor. It may be precious, but you're a friend that can never be replaced. Tick-tock. Come forth, classic Soulglad! This was the beginning of my friendship with Brother Hanu. Tick-tock, such a truly nostalgic past. Okay. Okay, I see. Very nice. Good job, director. I know you're a stickler for perfection, which is why I told them not to tear down the set yet, to make it convenient for you to make subsequent revisions or reshoots. Feel free to contact me if you run into any problems. Soulglad is at your service. Alright. So then I just gotta do the extra stories, I believe. And then I think that should be it. Mr. Soda's extra story. What am I gonna do about that one? The Mr. Soda extra stories commercial has aired. Pfft, what? That was fast? I feel like a bottle of Soulglad that someone left the cap off. All out of fizz with no more ideas bubbling up. Doing yap yap event. I guess they are yapping quite a bit, but I mean, that's kind of normal. The Mr. Soda character is a co-production between Soulglad Enterprise and Clock Studios. They say the model for the prototype was based on the drink's creator, Mr. Sosa. Based on Soulglad's ads, he was this incredible cook who believed deeply in harmony. He was kind, selfless, affable, courteous. But Mr. Watchmaker didn't seem very happy with that version. His character, Mr. Soda, is nothing like the graceful saint of legend, but instead is this buffoon bottle always acting the fool. Perhaps that's his real self. I heard the characters in Clocky are all Mr. Watchmaker's old friends. Maybe the Mr. Sosa known to the chairman was just one such person. No matter how I look at it, I can't integrate the magnificent Mr. Sosa with the rubber face antics of Mr. Soda. Director, you know the Watchmaker, so can you please help me put together this part of the script? No problem. Thank you, this extra story finally has some legs. Come on, let's get creative in here. Ladies and gents, Mr. Soda's story starts before Clocky arrived. Back then, Dreamville was still known as Nightmareville, and Boss Stone ruled the townsfolk with an iron fist. Here we find Mr. Soda, who was a local chef. Oh, that's great, and historically accurate too. Okay, let's keep going. Mr. Soda was a chef. And worked tirelessly for Boss Stone night and day, just like all the other townsfolk. Boss Stone commanded the townsfolk to dig up stones every day, but he only offered them swamp weed and soiled water from the Crocodile Lagoon as food and drink. Everyone was miserable from it. And so, Mr. Soda began to brew up a mysterious beverage. All of this was to soothe the people's pain with sweetness. Oh, that sounds like the kind of story Soul Glad Enterprise would tell. The sponsors will be happy. Let's keep going then. Mr. Soda began to brew up a mysterious beverage. All of this was to soothe the people's pain with sweetness. But his behavior angered Boss Stone, who would not allow anyone to transgress on his turf. The vile Boss Stone used a trick to capture Mr. Soda and tossed him into a prison cell. However, Mr. Soda had a stroke of great fortune. He was met with an opportunity for freedom not long after being imprisoned. Brother Hanu and his gang had caused a riot, and the Compass, which was carrying Clocky on it, had just arrived in town. Brother Hanu and Clocky loved Mr. Soda's drink, and they teamed up with him to fight together against Boss Stone. In the end, Boss Stone was driven off and peace was restored to Dreamville, and Mr. Soda established a soda factory. Yeah, well, that's what happened in the Clocky cartoon. Mr. Soda opens up a soda factory and keeps delivering great flavors for the townsfolk of Dreamville. A little something called Soul Glad. Great, we're done with the extra story script then. Mr. Soda's story starts before Clocky arrived. Back then, Dreamville was still known as Nightmareville. Yep, we read this already. Blah, blah, blah. Director, is that a wrap here? Yep, that's it. All done. Thank you, Director. Here's a script for you to keep as a souvenir. Our extra story is going to be a hot property. The animator begins to promote the extra story of Dreamjoy Memoir, in which you are involved, attracting the attention of tourists. Nope, that's not what I wanted to open. Wait, huh? Is it not done yet? Director, there you are. Our extra story is flying off the shelves, and it's all thanks to you. Okay, bye. Okay. Oh, these guys are scattered all over the place. They announced a new Star Rail character. If it's Yun Li, I looked at her a little bit ago. Chirp! Origami Bird is resting now. Stop bothering me. The trailer for Origami Bird's extra story has been released. Chirp! Chirp! Isn't the deadline for that coming up real soon? I'm dead meat, chirp! There's no way out. Director, save me. Chirp, I have no idea what I'm going to shoot. What are you doing? Hang on a sec. Sorry, Cat was being a weird little guy. Lady Vermilion, Verdant Manager, Boss Red, Young Master Gold, Dr. Blues, everyone else only has one character in their extra story, but I've got 5 of these little birdies. That's totally unfair. Director, do you know the backstories behind all these birds? That's going to dictate the content direction for the extra story. They could be the Dreamweavers of Penacony. Chirp! It's very possible. In the animation, they built Dreamville using stones and branches, just like how the Dreamweavers built Penacony using Memoria. I heard that several of the Nightingale family are origami Dreamweavers. That must be their prototype. Chirp! Unfortunately, I don't know these Dreamweavers at all. I can only create based on material I can find online. The origami animator starts scribbling an extra story about the origami birds. All done, chirp! Here's the script about the origami birds. Thank you, director. I can continue my nap now. Here's the story for you. The animator begins to promote the extra story of Dreamjoy Memoir. Yep, yep, yep. So 3 more. Crap. Okay, there we go. Is that gonna delete it from the chat box on stream, though? No, of course not. Okay. Weirdos in my Twitch chat. Bots in my Twitch chat. Ah, move! Move, move, move. This is urgent. Be quiet. The trailer for Hamster Ball Night's extra story has been released. Ah, that was fast! Faster than the Hamster Ball Knight's Velocinut. Wait up! Director, can you help me come up with something? Something the matter? Hamster Ball Knight is different from the rest of those cartoon weirdos because he isn't imaginary. He's real! Just last week, he came first in the Meteor Spheroid race. But it actually brought me trouble. As the spheroid star under the Iris family, I can't even apply for an interview with him. If it weren't for the fact that our authorization for his likeness is still valid, I wouldn't even be allowed to make this extra story. Based on old Clocky lore, Hamster Ball Knight was this big doofus who didn't care about anything except spheroids. He was always putting himself into dangerous situations in the name of a race. But his background story can't just be that simple. He has to be competing for the sake of something more important to continue to risk his life. It's just, I have no idea what that should be. Director, what do you think Hamster Ball Knight was risking his life for? Quick, come up with something. I trust you. The joy of the race. Geez, that's straight to the point. Racing around in that spheroid really is all about joy, and I used to love spheroid racing in Scorched Sand too. Until the Bloodhounds eventually revoked my license. Great, I get it now. I'll start pulling some things together based on what you said, so there's no going back now. Go, go, go! The hamster animator starts scribbling some stories about Hamster Ball Night. Dunzo! Dang, I'm fast. Hey, this copy of the script is for you, director. You're welcome. Alright. Oh. Curse this job and curse Boss Stone. The trailer for Boss Stone's extra story has been released. No way, such terrible news and so soon. Clock Studios may as well just take my life and be done with me. If Boss Stone were a powerful and clinical robot, I wouldn't be so worried. That kind of bad guy would bring in a stack of fans. But him, he's just a stupid fat crocodile. You can't even sell crocodile balloons as merch. What do you mean? They're all over the place. Putting aside his popularity for now, I have no idea how to write his story. Boss Stone is the villain of Dreamville, and therefore is the enemy of Penacony. But just look at this harmonious and friendly planet of festivities. Who could ever view this place as the enemy? The IPC. Oh, it's possible, all right. Back then, Penacony was an IPC prison, just as Dreamville used to be known as Nightmareville. But the IPC has a good relationship with Penacony now, so I don't know what Mr. Watchmaker is going to worry about. A grudge from 1,000 years ago? That'd be super petty. But no matter who that person is, I know absolutely nothing about this crocodile, so could you help me riff some good ideas, please, director? No problem. Thank goodness, you're a lifesaver. You can handle the whole thing then. What? No, that's not what I said. Fine, let's say no more and just get started right now. Hey there, viewers. The protagonist of this story is one big bad egg who we're all very familiar with. Boss Stone. A long time ago, he subjugated the townsfolk of Nightmareville and did all kinds of wicked deeds. All so he could get precious stones. Yes, stones. In the worldview of Clocky, stone seems to be super important. All of Dreamville is built upon stones. Let's continue, then. Boss Stone did all kinds of wicked deeds to the townsfolk, all so he could get precious stone. But his behavior grew increasingly excessive, and the stifled rage of the townsfolk began to grow and grow. One day, a meteor crashed into the town. The crocodiles were at a loss for what to do, creating a chance for the townsfolk to launch a counterattack. Faced with townsfolk openly hostile against him, Boss Stone decided to suppress them with violence. Oh, what a brutal and ruthless bad guy. Let's continue with our story. Faced with the townsfolk, he decided to suppress them with violence, but in the end he failed. The townsfolk chased him out of town. Cat, please move. Nightmareville soon became Dreamville. However, Boss Stone had not yet given up and vowed to take back this place that once belonged to him. He blocked off the town's resources and launched a punishing offensive. Dreamville soon fell into desperation, and the townsfolk bickered endlessly. But fortunately, clever Clocky sought out help from Old Man Wood, who persuaded the townsfolk to reunite once again. Boss Stone didn't dare play up anymore. All he could do was cause trouble for the town from the shadows? Huh, that darned crocodile. That is so like him. Great, all done. Let's dig into the plot of this extra story then. Yep. Yeah, if Boss Stone is a metaphor for the IPC, he didn't exactly turn over a new leaf. Yes, that's it. Great, we can start shooting the extra story now that all the tough stuff is out of the way. Director, you really are a fresh creative. Just chatting a little bit with you has piqued my interest in this crocodile. This script really stays with you. We are so close to the end. Haven't told me about Boot Hill's backstory. Oh no. Please don't disturb me. I'm thinking. The trailer for Old Man Wood's extra story has been released. Wait, I still have some important questions that I don't understand. Director, have you ever considered how strange it is that all the other characters from Clocky can be seen all over Dreamscapes except for Old Man Wood? I mean, I don't think it's all that strange. But sure, we'll go along with it. Right? The reasoning behind this is really complicated. Old Man Wood was originally a character from the very first episode of Clocky. Back then, he was this upright old citizen, a teacher and a friend to Clocky, and very trusted among the townsfolk. But as the series progressed, this character gradually shifted from a gentle and wise old man into this arrogant old fogey. His vines start wrapping around the townhouses, and Clocky starts to push back against his teachings. Perhaps the family picked up on something, because after one meeting, this character never made it back into the series again. Unlike naive young people, I understand that Clocky is a story about Penacony's past, and that this change must mean something in and of itself. But as for what such change represents, I still don't know. Director, what do you think? Your ideas will form the basis of this old codger's inspiration. So, Old Man Wood is obviously Gopherwood. So we'll say Sweet Dreams became orderly. Order. Yes, the Oak family had added many rules to try and keep the dream alive. But Mr. Watchmaker is an unrestrained man, and someone as stubborn as he is wouldn't understand the family's hard work. If that's the theme, then Old Man Wood should be trying to bring peace to the town, but ends up getting misunderstood by Clocky. No, that's not what I meant. My grandpa once told me that the old Penacony used to be a mess. Any bad egg could come into this land of fantasy, and there was constant conflict inside and outside the dreams. Even the Dewlight Pavilion was once overrun by crooks. It stayed that way until the family conducted their reforms and created the Dream Master, who ruled above the 5 lineages. The mysterious Dream Master changed free and lacks Penacony, letting the family's gaze cover all of the dreamscapes until those chaotic dreams were back to normal. But, as you can see, the ever-extending tendrils of the family would stop those who deserved to run during this process. It wasn't just the Watchmaker and Clock Studios who got entangled and fell. Was this good news or bad news? I don't want the basic summary of the Boot Hill lore. Not right now. I can look it up on my own later. Ha, I've said too much. In any case, I'll write this extra story based on your suppositions. Hold on a second. Honestly, I just want to wrap this up. Alright, I'll leave this story in your hands. As for that question, I believe you'll have your own answer, deep down in your heart. This should be the last one, I believe. Yes! I keep pressing the wrong button. Yay! Alright, let's take this stuff. And... oh, we're not quite at a 10 pull. How much more do we need? Let's grab that. And I think that's enough. Yes, barely. Boot Hill, please. Bruh. You know what? I'm spending my, my Starlight. I don't care. 'Cause I don't know how much time I'm gonna have to play Star Rail for the next little while. But I want the cowboy. It's the IPC's fault. Ah! Come on. Bruh. Okay. Well then. Oh, I have achievements. That's right. Give me achievements. That's probably not going to be enough to get me another pull, but give me achievements. Yeah, no. Okay. So, I'm thinking the rough plan is gonna be tomorrow we'll do the new Dainsliff quest. Actually, wait, hang on, let me check. Okay, yes, tomorrow we'll do the new Dainsliff quest. Thursday no stream, Friday Fate. Saturday, I am going to try to stream Grand Blue Fantasy, the mobile game, not Grand Blue Versus. We'll see how that goes. Sunday, tentatively, Clarand story quest. And then next Tuesday, tentatively, this other event that we've got going on in Star Rail. All of this is very tentative. There's a lot that I don't know how it's gonna work out. But that is the rough plan for now. So, thank you to everybody who stopped by. We had a lot of new people today. I hope you all enjoyed. And I hope to see you all next time.